This video is for anyone that's struggling to find their way, struggling to find happiness. I genuinely feel that if you take these tips and apply them to your life, you'll be way better off tomorrow, the following day, and on. What up, guys? So I wanted to make this video after I was DMing back and forth with one of you guys on Instagram. I just felt like the younger version of myself would be way better off and be much further along if I actually had these tips and applied them to my life. Before I get into it though, I just want to make it very clear that I am not preaching. I just want to lay out the things that the younger version of myself should have been doing to grow faster. Forgive me if I'm looking back and forth from my computer because I just jotted down like 5 or 6 different main points that I want to hit. All right, so the first thing that I wrote down that I think the younger version of myself would really benefit from is that if you want to work towards your goals faster, get around people that are in the position that you want to get to in 5, 10, 20 years. I realize there's so many people that are just going to be like, but Billy, I live in an isolated area. We're living in the age of the internet where you can connect with literally anyone. Like if I wanted to, I could straight up go ahead and DM Elon fucking Musk. Probably wouldn't get a response, but just having the ability to contact people is ridiculously powerful. Say there's someone in your community that's successful and in the position that you want to get to eventually. All you have to do, guys, is add value to them, right? Gary Vee says this all the time: eat dirt and offer to work for the person that you want to get to. Like you want to be in their position in 5, 10 years for free. Do whatever side hustle that you have to do because the things that you learn from working under them, insane, so valuable, ridiculous, unreal. I repeat this in every single one of my videos because life is all about adding value. Whether it's friendships, business relations, it's legit just a value exchange. I'll give you guys an example of how I got my first mentor, Gerard Adams. If you're unaware of who he is, I'll put his Instagram link in the description below, and then also I'll just put like a tag here. Definitely check him out. Okay, so how did I get access to Gerard when I lived in a super isolated area? If I had to compact it into one word, it's just being persistent. The first thing I did was DM him on Instagram, offering him free video services. No response. Then I cold emailed him offering the same services and no response. Then I emailed him again and no response. And finally, I emailed him a third time and he did actually end up getting back to me. So I traveled into New York City one day to meet with him, but he ended up being too busy. So I essentially just sat in a Starbucks from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. But you know what? I wasn't even mad. I was honestly just so thankful that I was on his radar. The next few weeks, I kept emailing him and emailing him and emailing him and probably annoying him, but eventually he met with me. Then I started filming for him and that went on for about a year. But what I'm trying to get at here is just you've got to be super persistent and you have to find a mentor. The reason I say this is because it's super important just to see how someone that's that successful, how their mind works, right? What they're doing every single day just to achieve their goals. It really gets you in the hustling mode and shows you what it actually takes. That's the power of a mentor. I hope you guys understand how powerful it really is. I really don't want to brag about any of that type of stuff. I just think it's super valuable to the younger version of myself to know that get a mentor as soon as possible. All right, now moving on, the second thing that I wish I knew is it's okay to not be the expert. The younger version of myself always felt like I had to act like the expert, when in reality it's like, bruh, you're young. Just take time to actually learn what you claim at being the expert at. The amount of young kids claiming to be the expert at something, especially on YouTube. I mean, it's possible to be an expert at a certain age. It doesn't matter what age you are. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I almost fell into this like expert trap. About a year ago, I was gonna start a YouTube channel teaching people how to create e-commerce websites, when in reality, I wasn't the expert. Sure, I was making a few hundred, maybe $1,000 a month or something, but no, not the expert. Younger version of myself, what the fuck you doing, dog? But there's honestly a reason that all of these experts that aren't actually experts that are popping up, and I think it's honestly because of the money-driven mindset versus having like a fulfilled mindset. I wish I realized this earlier, and I think I got a pretty good grasp on it now, but I was making most of my entrepreneurial moves based off of where I could make the most money. Now, and the reason that I started this YouTube channel is to help others, because that's when I feel the most fulfilled. Just make sure that if you're gonna start talking about a certain subject, you actually have the experience. Bottom line, you don't wanna get caught in this expert trap. The third thing that I'd tell myself is to limit going out, turning up, / partying. There are no successful entrepreneurs that have a habit of going out and partying. Unless you own the nightclub, the bar, whatever it is, or you're some sort of fucking Dan Bilzerian type dude. This type of lifestyle, I actually fell into it for a little while. I'm a little embarrassed saying that, but I just want to be completely honest with you guys. And it took me away from my goals. It took me away from actually making progress every single day. I made a flip of the switch when I started thinking of this question. If it's not positively contributing to your progress, why are you doing it? That question alone has helped me kick so many fucking bad habits. It's ridiculous. I will say though, it is healthy to go out every once in a while with your friends because you do need balance in your life. Without balance, you're gonna burn. You're gonna crash and burn. Just keep in mind that when you're turning up often, when you're partying a lot, when you're getting fucked up, it's most likely because you're running away from reality. Because that's exactly what the younger version of myself was doing. I had my 2 first websites that I was like, yo, this is it, gonna be a millionaire. And then, you know, once those failed, I was kind of just trying to put a band-aid on it by getting fucked up every weekend. Shit just, it's not healthy. I just wish my younger version of myself knew that. Now, you know, I'm good. I'm a better version. We live in life now. Moving on, another thing that I would have done earlier without a doubt is to write down my daily goals. I know you've heard people say this before, but there's honestly something crazy powerful about doing this. There's actually this video of this Navy SEAL, and he said, if you want to change the world, start by making your bed. I remember when I first heard this, I'd be like, why the fuck I gotta make my bed? Like, bruh, that's so small. But the reason he said that was because it will give you a small sense of pride and encourage you to do other tasks. This is the exact reason why if you write down your goals, it'll make you more productive. Because when you cross out what you did for the day, it'll make you want to keep going. I can attest to this. Like, I've been doing this for the past 5 to 6 months every single day, and it's changed my life. I'm not even fucking with you guys. Like, do that shit. The next piece of advice that I have for the younger version of myself is to take your wildest dream and then start to reverse engineer it. Think of what would make you the absolute happiest down the road. The wackiest shit you can ever think of, like A-list celebrity type shit. Write that on the top of a piece of paper and then just start to dissect of what you could be doing today that'll get you one step closer to becoming that person in a few years. You just want to reverse engineer it. Once I actually grasped this concept of reverse engineering, I actually got this from seeing Gerard do this. Shit will actually make your crazy fucking dreams seem like attainable, like they're right there, like you can actually get there. You can get there. You'll get there. You're gonna get there, bro. Like, you got this, dog. So here's my example. I just want to put it out there just so I hold myself accountable if I don't do it, you know, like I just want to put it out into the universe. Not trying to brag or anything. I hate bragging. I hate talking about myself. I just hate it. So my dream is just to travel around the world and surf the most tropical spots, creating dope films for major brands like Snapchat, Facebook, Corona. I essentially want to become one of the biggest surfers on social media. Someone that creates just fucking dope content, helps the ocean. I'm really passionate about ocean cleanup. But to give you guys a sense of how this reverse engineering works, I was thinking, how can I get closer to this goal? So I started a tropical Instagram account where I basically post all these tropical destinations, and then eventually I want to start working with these tropical resorts. So that'll allow me to travel to these tropical destinations where I can surf and start creating all this dope content and get me eventually to that goal. Now you see like how my mind's working just to kind of reverse engineer how to get there. It's very simple. Anyone can do it. Bottom line, it's all about just reverse engineering your dreams and taking action every single day. All right, now I know this was a longer video and I really hope it wasn't boring. The last thought that I would leave with my younger self would be that nothing is going to happen without consistent hard work. To stop looking for the fast method. Now I realize it's especially hard and I struggled with it for the longest time when you see all these expert YouTubers saying, make 100 grand in a week. All you have to do is buy my course, blah, blah, fucking and blah, blah. You gotta be able to create like a filter that blocks out all this fucking bullshit. It's great that we do have all this free information on YouTube, but that also comes with fake information. I'm kind of getting a little off topic. I know I wanted to wrap this up, but whatever success means to you, it's not going to come overnight. You've got to be ready to fail and be embarrassed and laughed at. You got to be able to be in the light and fail, because It's gonna happen. Failing is part of success. All right, guys, I hope at least one person found some sort of value in this video. If not, it's all good. I mean, it was kind of cool to reflect on my past. Now, before you go, I would really appreciate it if you could drop a like and hit that subscribe button. And like I say in every other video, feel free to DM me on my Instagram. I'll put it right here. I'll try to get back to you guys as quick as I can. But that should do it for this video. All right, guys, I'll see you in my next video. Peace. Stay hydrated. Whoa. The fuck just happened to my voice? Almost as bad as that one time when it was like
this. Isn't this really weird? Holy shit, what's going on?